Good day, everyone. My name is MONEYTALKWITHADEWUNMISHERIFAT. Welcome to today's episode of Money Talks with MONEYTALKWITHADEWUNMISHERIFAT. Okay, so for those of you that don't know before, I am a teacher. Yes, I teach, and school has resumed. So I'm back to school. As you can see, the surroundings have changed, and but that would not stop me from making my videos anyways, because money talk is very, very important. All right. So I'm also a salary earner, like seen, and I've been able to deduce different strategies to help us move away from poverty. Even if we are working, just to help us on ways to invest the little that we get. Right? So that's why I started this anyways. Yes, so I'm still a depression coach and natural therapist, but let's do this. Alright, people are feeling good. Remember the last video when we talked about people feeling good when they get money? When people get plenty of money, what's next? So let me just take us back to a little summary about the last video. In the last video, I talked about the ways the government would spend much more than they have, and then eventually they will need money. They need money to balance that extra spending. So what do? Treasury bond is the best way for them. Treasury bond is the simplest way for them to get extra loan. You know, where people just like borrow government money, and that money is just there until they need it. They just go there and pick it. But what happens when there's no treasury bond? What they do is they go to they go to the Federal Reserve or the NSPM, Nigerian Security Printing and Minting, as the case may be, as the case of the country may be. So they go to them and they ask for loan and extra cash. And remember, in one of the videos too, we said Federal Reserve is not a federal entity, one, and they do not reserve cash too. So where do you think the Federal Reserve will get money? Of course, they go ahead and print it. And when they print it, they give it to the federal government, and they'll be like, okay, now the federal government have the money. The federal government have the money. What do they do with the money? How do they put it into the circulation? Yes, they are rich now. How do they put that money back into the circulation? So this is the way they do it. They contact this is the more reason why the rich will get richer. They will not, because the federal government will not say, because you are my sister, because you are my brother, because of my son, because you are my nephew, my niece. Yes, although there's corruption part, I get that. But apart from that, they will not say, because you're my family member or you're my friend, so come, let me give you the money so that you can go and spend and feel good. No, they will not do that. What they do is they look for big business corporations, maybe tertiary institutions, people they are sure that, okay, these ones are already established in a very, very big way. Even multinational companies, except if they are not interested, they look for those companies. Okay, no, they tell those companies that, okay, if you borrow loan, maybe the interest on loan before is let's say like 10%, like 9%, then they would reduce the interest to like 5, 6, even 3%. So those big businesses will be eager to say like, okay, I want to come and borrow money, because they know the interest on it is very, very low. So by the time they use the money, even the interest they get, they'll be able to get their own profit, and and return back the loan with very little interest. So by that, businesses get money, everybody is rich, everything is running smooth, people are buying things, but nothing is being produced. Remember, nothing is being produced. So because of that, we'll have a supply chain issue, because everyone is buying stuffs at the store. I mean, grocery stores and anything they need to buy, and however, businesses are not producing. So the supply chain issue is also another byproduct of inflation. Alright, so this is how the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer, because as the value of the currency drops, what happens? Remember, I told you, when they print more money, what happens is the value of the currency that is already available drops. The value drops. So what happens to a salary earner like you, like me? So as a salary earner, salary doesn't go up because currency value drops. No, the salary would remain the same, but the money keeps becoming valueless by the day. Your savings will not even buy you as much. That's even if you have a savings. And so you would be gradually becoming poor each and every day. Because for most of us, we are taught to save our money, and that's a very good habit. But the way we save determines how rich we can be. Most of us save, some save money at home, some save at the bank, which is even worse. So because apart from gradually losing the value, the bank charges for everything, even bank product and services that you do not ask for. They render it for you like a favor, and then later they deduct it. Oh my god, what a system. What a system. We know how these banks work. So the tradition in most houses is save, and your saving is becoming less valueless each and every day. All right, your savings becomes valueless each and every day. So as a salary earner, you don't even get a raise. Let me stop the video here. I don't want it to be too long as usual. So see you in my next video. Have a blessed weekday.